Hi, I'm John Allen. I am the founder and editor of Crux, an online Catholic news source. You can find us at cruxnow.com. And I am also the author in 2017 of a small book on Shahbaz Bhatti published by Liturgical Press. My first introduction to the story of Shahbaz Bhatti was here in Rome through meeting his brother Paul. I was always so impressed by the intelligence and the commitment that Paul would bring to conversations here in town, and it was through him that I began to learn that, in a sense, it ran in the family, and in the case of Shahbaz Bhatti, ran incredibly deep. This gathering does not need me to recount the details of Bhatti's story to you, why his memory, his witness in favor of tolerance and pluralism and interreligious harmony, and the dignity of religious minorities in his native Pakistan is so incredibly important. But perhaps I can lend one bit of meaningful context here, which is Bhatti, for me, is representative of a much bigger narrative in our time, which is the narrative of anti-Christian persecution on a vast scale. Now, of course, there's no particular value to Christian suffering as opposed to members of any other religious tradition. People of conscience should be opposed to any form of religious persecution, no matter to whom it is directed. But because of a particular kind of psychological blockage in the West, so many of us seem able to accept that members of other religious traditions could face persecution because of their creed. We have a hard time accepting that that happens to Christians, and yet the numbers are just staggering. I mean, the low-end estimate for the number of new Christian martyrs every year is somewhere around 6,000 or 7,000. The high-end estimate is about 100,000. So the range here is one new martyr every hour versus one new martyr every 5 minutes. No matter how you slice it, that is a human rights scourge of just epic proportions. And that is what I think makes Shahbaz Bhatti so important. He is that rare Christian martyr who has become a global celebrity, whose name we know, whose face we recognize, whose story is familiar to us. But so many of these victims, because they are in the developing world, they are poor, they are ethnic minorities, quite often they are women and children. They are faceless and voiceless. And so the importance of Shahbaz Bhatti, and I think of his eventual beatification and canonization, should that be in God's plan, is that he is, in a sense, a representative, a tribune, if you like, of that vast multitude of fellow victims who are going to pass into history anonymously, except by extension, by connection with the inspiring and the unforgettable witness of Shahbaz Bhatti. So I thank you for putting together this commemoration. I wish you every success in keeping the life and legacy of Shahbaz Bhatti alive. And look, even though I'm in Rome, I actually have no authority to canonize anyone, but beside that, I will go ahead and close today simply by saying, Saint Shahbaz, pray for us.